All right, I am clicking live here, ready to go live. Yes, I am. We are now live. And let me hop over to Instagram real quick because I'm streaming live on three different platforms, Facebook as well as Instagram and YouTube. And I'm here with Rebecca Johnson from Delta Q and Brew.
Yeah.
Let me put up your logo because it's fly. I think it's cute. Who
Oh,
designed that?
a local here in town.
Nice. That's
Thank
cute. I love that. It's simple yet says so much. Taste the hype.
Oh, well, thank
So
you.
absolutely. So you are the proud owner of Delta Q and Brew. What is Delta Q and Brew? Please enlighten the people. Please enlighten the people.
Right. Well, I'm glad you asked. Delta Q and Brew. Well, we are here in the Delta in Helena, Arkansas. Helena West, Helena, Arkansas, downtown, 233 Cherry Street. So what we do here, we are a barbecue restaurant. So we grill and we smoke and we do the meats. We do the briskets, the ribs, the turkey legs. We do pulled pork, grilled chicken. So we just anything that you can put on the grill, you name it, we can do it for you. So and we're pretty much our top meat is the brisket, the beef brisket, something we do here in town. And hey, people just love it, you know. Yeah.
So I I'm not a big meat eater, and
Okay.
but you all got my attention when I was staying there over Christmas in Helena, and I needed something to eat. And I came over to your restaurant because it's so convenient. It's right there on Cherry Street, which is the main avenue going down Helena. So
Right.
when I came down there, um, and I had some of your barbecue, and it was brisket, and I don't know that I've ever had brisket that good in my life, and
Wow.
I'm not being facetious here, or I'm not exaggerating, because
Right.
usually when you taste brisket, it's a little chewy, sometimes it's a little gummy. And you got to
Right.
chew it a little bit before you swallow it. Like there's some good, well seasoned brisket out there, but this I had never tasted it before, where it literally like melts in your mouth. You don't even have to, your jaws don't have to work that hard. And I was just like, oh my God. So I think that was the Friday. There was the day after Christmas, maybe. And then that Saturday after I ate your food the first time, I
Right.
was waiting for you to open the doors that Saturday
Wow.
so that I could come in and give me some of that brisket, I think. And I may have had macaroni and cheese and brown beans and rice or something like that.
Right.
But so how do you get your meat to be that tender? Because that's kind of hard to believe. I'm gonna go through here and look for some of the video footage, because I remember I uploaded because I wanted, and I also included that in the video as well, how tender that meat is. I'm gonna have to pull it from over here, but can you share
Sure.
your
Sure. Of course. So basically, what we do is we, after we trim and season the brisket, there's really not a process as far as soaking the brisket. Neither do we inject our brisket. Basically, we just season it, put your rub and everything on it, and it goes straight on the smoker. But the thing about us is that we pretty much do everything manual. So we're up, for the full process. So we start early that morning, putting it on, and it normally cooks up to 24 hours. The thing that we do is low and slow. So we really we start off the first couple of hours, we just trying to absorb the smoke. So we're not really worrying about the temperature in the first 3 or 4 hours. So we just absorbing smoke at that time, and it can go all the way up to about 5 or 6 hours where we're just letting it smoke. And then at that point, we once the temperature raised to about 225, we try to keep it between 225 and 250. And we do that all the way up, and it can go as far as 24 hours. And most time it hits that 24 hours pretty close. And we're looking for an internal temperature of about 200, but not so much the temperature, but we want that thermal to stick in there, and just no bite, no fight, just going straight in, and no resistance. So once you get that feel and you get that butter, that soft feel, that butter feel, you know that your brisket is ready to come off.
Whew. Butter is a good description. Butter is a
Yeah.
very good descriptive. You said once you get that butter feel. I just want one moment. I'm gonna share my screen so that I can show what let me see here. I want it to be clear. Dang, hold on. Let me see. Because this, let me see here. Because I want people, I showed it in the video to promote, but for whatever reason, okay. Okay, Apple is blocking my screen, so I must have something on. But I showed it in the video, a picture of the juiciness of your
Uh-huh.
meat, and
Right.
how it's tender and soft and juicy. It's not dry. And I did at no point did I ever have to work to cut your meat. That
Right.
is so that's remarkable, because I'm, like I said at the beginning, I'm not a big meat eater. So what inspires you to cook your meat from anywhere from 4 to maybe even 24 hours, like a full day?
Right. Well, you just want to get that. You want to get that uniqueness. For one, you want them to know that when they taste that brisket, they know that it's Steve-O's brisket. There's not
Mm.
many people here in town that really do the brisket, but when you've had our brisket, you'll know that it's our brisket when you taste it again. And that taste actually is what you're looking for when you come to our restaurant. You're looking for that first high, that first time that you had the brisket, and you want that exact taste again. So it really is hard to for you to try to duplicate it, because if you don't put the time in and the effort in, you're not going to get that product. So you could try to smoke a brisket for 10 to 12 hours. You're just not going to get the same effect as that care and the time that we put into our meat. And you can definitely tell a difference.
Oh, yes, I could. I tasted the time and the care, okay? I tasted the time and the care. So let's double back for a minute, because how many Black woman restaurant owners do you know?
Oh, wow. That I know.
I don't know. I mean, I know some. I know some here in LA, and
Right.
and I know that we are definitely out there. We're definitely doing it. But I think, like I said in the video, what's unique about you and Steve, because I know you have the support of your husband. We're looking at him.
Yes.
He's out there putting in that work.
Yeah, he works hard.
So I know it's not just you yourself, but I also know that when it comes to running a business and maintaining cash flow, that is a very challenging thing. So, do you have colleagues down in Helena that you can talk to about this, and y'all exchange pointers, and like,
Right.
is there a restaurant sorority or something that you're part of, so you don't have to?
Well, that would be nice. But I'm kind of flying solo right now. Don't really have that type of support. Uh, I'm inviting it, but I don't have it at this time. And it's just something that it is a passion for me. It's something that I desire to do even at a very young age. And just for me to be able to do it here, I feel like it's a blessing for me to be able to do it and to just actually be into it, because it's different to just think about something, but to actually experience it for yourself and you can know that yes, it can happen, and yeah, it feels pretty good. But yeah, I would love for if any other ladies or anybody that's doing their thing, and because I know some people that's out there. I know some young ladies that's out there. I see them, but I don't know them personally.
Mm-hmm.
I see a couple of people out there like hustling on the food trucks or what have you, and I know some couples that does it. The thing about my husband, although he's with me, he's got my back, but he does have he have a couple of full-time jobs. So he basically just work with me when he can. Yeah.
I'm I'm gonna show him here. I'm gonna show him here.
Yeah.
So, because I and just to be clear, I am a romance author. So part of
Okay.
the reason why I'm fascinated was I based my romance novel in your area in Phillips County, and talked about, I visited the history of Phillips County in my romance novel. And Sunday is a hardworking farmer. She's the fictional character. And so then after I finished that book, I really wanted to showcase Phillips County, and that there are successful black people down there doing, following their dreams and opening up shops and restaurants. And you are romancing yourself because you're living out your dream. How long have you been in operation selling this good barbecue?
Yeah, so we started in 2020 during the COVID. And we actually started the first time we started, we actually was just pulling a barbecue trailer. So we had a pickup truck and a trailer. We would go around town selling barbecue sandwiches. Yes. So we just had just the open trailer at first until we actually got to the point where we were pretty much forced. Now that's the trailer that we
It,
was carrying
this is
around, something
this
like
is
that.
the trailer.
Yeah, that was
So
pretty much. Yeah. So we would park, yeah, we would park somewhere in a parking lot, and hey, we would set up camp, and hey, sandwiches for sale, barbecue, turkey
I love
legs,
it.
or whatever. And yeah, so we would do that around town.
You said
And
you were in the parking lot.
yes, yes, I would
What
go in the
what
parking.
parking lot?
Well, I don't want to
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
look.
I know what parking lot it was, but okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
But yeah, we would go in the parking lot and we would set up shop. And we got ran off a couple of times. We got some calls. People called on us and say, "Hey, they out there." They. But we was forced. We were forced to be legit. So I end up, getting my little coins together and getting the food truck. Whereas I, got my license and everything, and I was able to go out there. And we have now we have two trucks. So we
Let's
have
slow
two
this.
food trucks now.
Okay, because you're talking about something important here. So you encountered some negative circumstances
Right,
of you're out there, you trying to, on your little hustle, and you
right,
trying to sell your meat, sell your sandwiches, and you're doing your thing. But I love the bravery and the courage. Like, I love the boldness of that. Like,
right,
I got some food to sell, and I may not have all the answers right now, but we're gonna get out here and sell this food. And it sounds like you have had to adjust accordingly to whatever the circumstances that were thrown your way. And
right,
you, it sounds like you kind of just had to, how do they put it, they you build the plane while you're flying it.
right,
So, like, look, we don't have all the pieces in place yet. We're gonna get out here and sell this food. And
right.
so that process of you having to go and get the licenses,
Oh
how
yeah.
long did that take? How many licenses?
Yeah, well, it's a
How
few of them. You have to go through some channels and some red tape. So definitely some people, some connection. But the funny thing about the young lady that was I was breaking the code and she kept catching me and telling me, "Hey, you need to do this, you need to do this." So I just reached out to her, "Hey, I need your help. Tell me what I need to do." you know.
yeah, yeah.
So and she gave me some resources and told me what I need to do to actually, where she can, stop coming out there running me off. So yeah, we were able to do it. We drove to Florida to pick up a truck, a trailer, and we got it up to code because, of course, coming from Florida and the state of Arkansas is going to be two different codes. So we had to actually get it up to code for
Mm-hmm.
the state of Arkansas. So we did that, and we were talking about, and it was right during COVID, and
Mm.
where all the restaurants were shut down. So it was pretty much a good time for the food truck business, and so it was really popping at that time because it,
Nice.
yeah, so we were able to go ahead and invest in that truck and get it up and running within probably about 3 months. We was back on the road, and yeah, it was worth it. Yeah, so yeah.
It sounds like y'all had a lot of fun.
Oh, it was a lot of fun, a lot of experience, and the whole 9 yards. Yeah, everything. You learn a lot.
Yeah, I
You
bet
live
you
and you
do.
learn.
I bet you do. So,
Yeah.
you started selling in 2000 in 2020, or operating a business? Like, were you doing this in your, because you said you've wanted to do this since you were young.
Right.
So were you doing it at your house, or did you do it in some form at another point? Or this really all just, you woke up one day and said, you know what, we doing it, in
Right.
2020.
So basically it started out really on a job site. So I was doing it as volunteering, raising funds, helping other people and stuff like that on my job.
Mm-hmm.
But it became that I found out that people seemed to really love what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that my husband had a gift, and but it was never something that he wanted to do as a profession. It was just a hobby. It was just something he just loved to do. So I said, okay, then if people love our barbecue that well, maybe they'll actually pay for it, because we were giving it away and using it for fundraisers and doing other things like that, but we actually wasn't, going out trying to sell it or whatever. So that's what started it. That's what started the fire, as far as, hey, let's get out here and see, if we can move some of this meat. And so when we started moving it like that, my thoughts were, hey, I'm all in,
Yeah.
and he was like, well, I don't know, this and that. But
Yeah.
I was like, okay, then I was like, well, if you just can help me, do my thing, then I'll just do what I got to do. So at that point, I was on a full-time job, and I had the opportunity where I could just go ahead and resign from my job and still get my service pay or whatever. So that's what I decided to do. I said, well, I can take that some of those funds, and do what I need to do. Of course, at that time, they were it was a lot of stuff going on because this was during COVID. People were furloughed. It was a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
It was a lot going on. So I mean, for me, it was just an opportunity
Yeah.
because when people was exiting the building that I got, I end up getting a restaurant. But the how I got the building is the people that was leaving just could not make it because of the COVID, because everything that was
Yeah.
happening,
Yeah.
and I was coming in on the last end of it.
Right.
So I was able to actually get the building, uh, to renovate the building and to make it my own, to give it my little spin on it or whatever,
Mhm.
and go ahead and open the building. And it's just been there ever since, and that's like 4 years ago. Yeah.
So you started, so you were operating out of your truck for 2 years.
Right,
And then
right.
2 years in, you got your restaurant.
Exactly. Yeah. Within
Okay,
that two different.
let me be nosy for a little bit.
Okay.
Because you said you renovated. Like, when you are setting up a business, and for other people out there who want to own a business, um, what made you decide to lease instead of own? I mean,
Well, it was it's a trial and error. So you really don't
okay,
want to. I really want to kind of test the waters first before I'm
Okay.
just like, yeah, put a
Yeah.
lot of money into. I feel like, well, I could build upon this, and then because actually when I started leasing, I actually was talking with the landlord. It was like a lease to own. Like he
Mhm.
said, "Hey, I'm getting rid of this building in a couple of years, and you will be the first one. If you want to
Mhm.
purchase it, you'll be the
Mhm.
first one that would." And it was true. He did what he said.
Mhm.
Within that 2 year frame, he did retire and he wanted to sell his business or whatever. But
Okay.
I chose not
Okay.
to purchase the business. I
Okay.
still like what I'm doing. Yeah.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. So, let me look at my notes. I noticed that Delta Q and Brew is different from Steve O's. The truck that um
Yes.
the name of the restaurant, the building is called Delta Q and Brew, but this is called Steve O's from the food truck is Steve O's. So why are they different?
Okay. So the Steve O's is what I started out originally, and it's pretty much my catering services. So it's a mobile. Okay, so it's
Mhm.
the thing I do as far as mobile. When we go out to cater, or if we decide to do a festival or event or anything like that, we're pretty much Steve O's. It's the same umbrella, but we operating as Steve O's catering services.
Mhm.
And the restaurant, of course, in Helena, Arkansas, is Delta Q and Brew, and that was just a little. I wanted to branch out a little bit,
Mhm.
to do different things. I had thought about, the bar and grill type of thing, so where you can actually come in, sit down, have a certain vibe, maybe a little music and your TVs and everything like that. So that was just something that I wanted to do a little challenge on that, and then being right there downtown on Main Street. So we catch a lot of tourists, for the most part. So people come in and they actually, when they put anything into the Google as far as they want to do a search for eat, most likely we're gonna pop up.
Mhm.
And so they come to the restaurant looking for, hey, I seen your ratings on Google. I seen that you have some good barbecue. You say you got the best brisket in town. Hey, I want to try your brisket.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so it was so funny because when I first started on the food truck and I named my sandwich the best brisket in town, and my son, he was only like 17 and he was helping me, and they would come to the window and say, I want that best brisket in town sandwich. And he would be so upset, like, are you saying a brisket sandwich? But they would read the whole thing. So, they really put emphasis on best brisket in town. And so,
That was smart marketing on your part, though.
yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, that's what it is. So basically, that's just what we're known for now, the best brisket in town. So, and I get people from all over the world. I don't know if
Mm,
you had that clip or not,
I
but I get
do.
people,
I
I
do.
get
It's kind
people
of.
from
It's kind of.
all over
It's.
telling me, there you go. Hey, you need to come to Texas because Texas think they got it going on, or you need to come to Kansas, or you need to come here because, man, this is the best brisket that I ever taste. You don't need to say the best brisket in town. You need to say the best brisket
In the
anywhere.
right.
Yeah,
So you get people from. You said you get a lot of tourists who come in,
right.
and and that it does that. That's consistent. That's regular.
Right. So let me explain to you what you actually showing up here on our map, and it says our brisket is going places. And basically, I don't ship brisket out. They come in to get the brisket. So that's basically it. And when they come in, they're asked only if you enjoy my brisket, you put a sticker up. And so, so you're not allowed to put a sticker up if you didn't
If
enjoy
you
my
didn't,
brisket.
right? If you didn't,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
that
and
makes sense.
and this is just a US map. So you have all the whole world is over there. And if they not, oh yeah, yeah, and that's the coins that they leave me. They want to leave me gifts or souvenirs and say, hey, I've been here. So I say, hey, give me your currency. And so they give me currency, and yeah, and so that's how, and they just love it. They love it. They think it's so neat and
It
unique.
is. It
Yeah.
is. It's so, what does it mean? Because you said you've been wanting to do this since you were young. So, how does it feel to know that your food, Southern cooking, you're kind of representing Black Deep South culture to other cultures who are coming in? Like, and for somebody who's been wanting to do this since you were young, how does that feel?
Oh man, it feels good. It feels good. Now, nevertheless, it is hard work, and
Okay.
it's not easy. So I don't want to, sell you false dreams like, oh, it's so easy, but it's not. It's hard work. But if you put the effort into it and you stick to what you want to do, it can be done. You know.
How is it? Can you talk a little bit about the hard work, about the realities of trying of being a boss? Because you are a boss. That's what you are. You know, I write about women bosses, and I have you here with me because we have a real actual boss who's getting it done. And so, talk a little bit about the skin you have to put in the game.
Wow. Oh, wow. Where should I start with that? Because the long hours, and it's like never off. So the thing about me is that when I first started, I tell you, I thought that, oh, I can do this 7 days a week. So I'm going to be open 7 days. I'm gonna be open 7 days. I'm gonna open at 10 o'clock in the morning and close at 10 o'clock at night. And all. Oh, that didn't last long. Yeah, but the hardest part is delegation and actually finding someone that you can trust, good help, somebody you can depend on, and I just have to, I'm a micromanager, I promise you. And it's because I want to have my hands on every single
Yes.
plate, every single sandwich, every single French fry that go
Yeah.
out my door. I
Yeah.
want to see it. I want to
Yeah.
know that it's right. So
Yeah.
I just haven't found that person that I feel like that have that passion for that,
Right.
the same passion that I have. So therefore, yes, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna make sure it's right. And one thing that my servers tell me is that what they love about working for me is they don't have returns. They don't
Right.
have food coming back to my kitchen
Right. No.
because it's gonna go out right the first time.
Yeah. I
So
love.
yeah, that's one thing that they don't have to worry about is food coming back. And I don't have to worry about refunds.
Right.
I can go all through my history from the last 4 years. I might have gave one refund,
Mhm.
and it's not because I refuse to give refund, but I haven't been asked.
Okay.
And if you do have a problem with my food, call me and let me know. And I always tell them to ask for Rebecca, and I
Mhm.
will take care of you because that's just what I believe is the right thing to do. Yeah,
Right.
and
Right.
make sure your
Absolutely.
customers are happy.
So you're located now. You're originally from Memphis, aren't you?
I am.
And how long have you been living in Helena?
Helena, 2013. So 2013 in April will be 13 years.
And how? What's that like? The difference between Memphis and Helena, because they're about maybe an hour, 45 minutes
Yeah, it's
apart.
about an hour away.
Hmm.
Okay. Um wow. It's different.
She said it's different.
It's you know. It's almost like the neighborhood type of thing where you know everybody.
In Helena or Memphis.
Helena is like probably my childhood neighborhood. Like I
Okay.
knew everybody in the
Hmm.
area.
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of get to know faces, become
Mhm.
familiar, and you know who's who, and all that. It's a small area, and
Yeah.
yeah.
So let me ask you. So, but your husband is from Helena, and you're
Born and
from.
raised.
So, do you what you decided to open up a restaurant in Helena? So,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
when I realized that I was here for the long haul, and I
Okay.
I mean basically when you're in a situation you have to kind of find your comfort. You have to
Yeah.
find something that's
Hmm.
comfortable for you.
Hmm.
Find something that's gonna, please you or make you where you can be
Hmm.
at some type of peace.
Yeah.
Uh, and the restaurant thing for me is like my, you know,
Yeah.
so I'm able to go there even if I'm not open. I spend a lot of time at the restaurant
Yeah.
because
It's
that's
your oasis, huh?
yeah,
It
that's
feeds you.
exactly. So
Now,
yeah.
so you have an LLC. I want to get into like the before we get off here. I want to get into the nitty gritty of being a businesswoman because you said you've learned so much since you started selling those sandwiches and
On the
turkey
street. Yeah.
out. And part of that is your business structure and business setup. And I noticed you have an LLC. What
Mhm.
led to that for starting business owners and entrepreneurs and people who are trying to decide, and women, specifically women who read my romance novels, and they read about my characters being bosses and successful women having their own companies, and so I felt like I needed to go get real owners of companies to come and talk about that growth process, the evolution of starting small and getting big, and the realities of that. So when you decided to go from selling on the street to LLC and a formal structure, what led to that decision? Why do you do that?
Well, we know limited liability. So basically, you just want to make sure you protect yourself in all aspects when you're in a business because things happen. You just don't.
Mhm.
Um, and it's just a step. It's like step A, B, C. So when you're in a business of this type, whatever, you just have to follow the process. And so that LLC is just one of the processes that you definitely want to do as far as, liability protection or whatever like that.
Was it hard?
Not
Get
at all.
Is it
No,
expensive?
not.
It's expensive here in California. Was it expensive?
Oh, well, no. It's not
It's
expensive. It's not
mhm,
expensive at all. No.
mhm,
No,
mhm.
I wouldn't say all my license and permits. They were affordable. It's affordable. The only thing about, of course, some of the permits are annually, so it's like it never goes away. But just like if you want to do the ABC, if you want to do the alcohol,
Right.
of course,
Yeah.
that's like an annual thing. You would have to keep that license up.
Yeah.
There's certain your permit you have to keep up.
Hmm.
Uh, but I think the alcohol is gonna be the most expensive one.
Okay.
But all
Right.
the rest of them are just yeah, they're
Okay.
not expensive at all. So
Right. So now the financials of running a business, like when without going me trying to just be all up in your business,
okay,
how is it running a restaurant, a, a black owned restaurant in Eastern Arkansas? Because you're not in Memphis or
right.
Little Rock, where there's more, the population is bigger. You're in a rural town. So how is it, bringing in traffic and bringing in business, from day to day?
Um, it gets challenging. So for the
Hmm.
most part, you have to kind of know your traffic and kind of decide what days. Like I told you before, I thought I was going to be a 7 day a week, humping 12 hours a day, but the demand is not there
Right.
in a small, so
Right.
just honestly, that's not something.
Hmm.
I mean, not selling no turkey legs anyway. I don't know. It depends on what you're trying to push. But
Right.
anyway,
Right.
but yeah. So basically, now I'm only open 4 days. So my
Okay.
4 days is be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay. And like Wednesday, we just do lunch. And then your Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you try to stay around and see if people will come out for dinner or whatever. But it's
Hmm.
just basically knowing your traffic, knowing the time of the season. I mean, I'm a barbecue restaurant, so I mean, do you eat barbecue every day? So you just have to think of things like that. And what else do you have to offer them besides barbecue? What about if it's a group of people and you have a lot of people today, they don't eat meat, so you just have to think about all those other factors that goes into owning a restaurant. What are you gonna, what's your audience, and who you gonna cater to, and how you gonna cater to the people that don't want the stuff that you have,
Right.
are you
Right.
gonna just, yeah, so, and you
But
can't you can't have everybody, but you try
of course,
to,
of course,
right.
you can. Right. Now, you said earlier that you don't ship your barbecue anywhere. Why
Right.
not? Like, would you ever consider like
Well,
a food delivery situation? Let's
I'm
say
not gonna
it's
say I
like,
never will, and I haven't. I don't do it on a regular. I'm not
hmm
going to say we never have, but it's
hmm
not something that we promote. It's not something you go online and say, "Hey, get me
I
two
want
whole
it.
briskets, send
Yeah,
it to," right. It's
yeah,
not something like
yeah.
that. But yeah, we just haven't gotten into that.
Okay, and good. But putting your barbecue in grocery stores or partnering up with the grocery store, is that on the table or a possibility in the future? Like, get shipping your
Uh,
stuff up to Fayetteville, where Walmart headquarters is, so that
right.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, we so picky about our meat. When we cater, we do not even like drop-offs. We like to stay there with our meat, make sure our meat is served right, make sure our meat look right, it ain't dried out and it ain't all,
I
we
love.
are very picky. So I I don't know.
Okay,
I
okay,
don't know.
but it's an option to research, though. It's an
Yeah,
option.
yeah, it's definitely something to look into. You never know.
How it can be shipped so that it stays in quality condition, which
Right.
is yeah.
Basic. That's the main thing is.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, what advice would you have for other women, specifically other women who cook from their kitchen or cook, at their church, or it's kind of like you did, volunteering basis.
Right.
Everybody loves it, they give it away, but for a lot of us, the confidence is not there. Like, yes, we know how to be confident with each other, but the confidence to go out into the world and build it and hope that people show up and buy it and like it, that's a
Right.
whole level of confidence that's required. Can you share some of what you went through in checking in with yourself about, okay, I'm gonna go put myself out there. Putting yourself out there is probably one of the biggest steps you can take. Is so many people are terrified. They don't want to be judged. They
Right.
don't want other people criticizing them. You don't want to be talked about by your
Right.
cousin and them. You know, talk about some of that aspect of it, because that goes to being scared, and people will live their whole lives and not even try because of that fear of being judged and all that.
Right. Well, we know that that's gonna be a inter thing, a personal thing. Now, I can tell you some of my experience, but it's something that you have to overcome within yourself. So yes, I've had many concerns, and exactly like you said, and it's just like anything else, a marriage or a relationship or anything else. People gonna judge you, people gonna criticize, and they're gonna have thoughts, and they're not always going to be nice things said about you, but you can't let that define you, right?
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
So you have to move forward, and you have to pick up that courage, find courage. Now, my peace and my courage comes from above. So,
Amen.
I just seek the Lord, and one day at a time. So I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I know who holds tomorrow. So yeah, so
I
I don't
love that.
I don't know what, and it maybe is not for me to be here always as far as a restaurant owner. I don't know, but I'm just enjoying the moment.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, I'm enjoying the moment. So this is my moment. This is what I wanted to do, and if I have not have tried, then I wouldn't know, that it was even possible. So just knowing that it's possible is, I'm okay with that. So
that is awesome. Now I am gonna we're get into your business, and you are not doing this by yourself, like you
right.
said. Here, hold on one moment. That's not it. Hold on, I don't know why it's not the right one's not popping up. Okay. So you're not doing this by yourself. You have a husband named Steve, and you moved to your hometown of Helena, to his hometown of
Right.
Helena with
Hmm.
him.
Right.
So give us some of yours and Steve's love story. I'm a romance
Ah,
novelist. I like cheesy love stories. I like
you like cheesy love
I'm
stories?
here for the happily ever after. I am here, and I'm loving all of this here. I'm loving the fact that he is willing to support you and do it even with his other work and commitments that he has going
Right.
on. He's willing to get behind his baby.
Right.
And
Well, I
get
can
it.
the love story one is that it's actually a reunited type of relationship. I've actually known Stephen for about 25 years. So we met back in 2000, and we only dated for a couple of years, and we went our separate ways. And it was probably about 10 years later we came back, and we decided that, hey, we're gonna give it a try. So we got married, and here we are. So, but yeah, we was actually separated for a while, for some years, and we came back together. So
That is beautiful. I love the second chance romance. I'm not
yeah.
even
So
crazy about
so
second
hey,
chance.
that's gonna be your next story.
Right? Look at
Second
me.
chance.
The wheels of my mind are over here turning. Maybe I need to make this the gift of us a series, the gift of barbecue,
Right.
the gift of food trucks, the gift
Right.
of and maximize this. So you and
Exactly.
him have been together how many years now?
It'll be 13. 13 in April.
And then you just decided, okay, you leaving Memphis and going down to Helena.
Well, yeah, because we both own homes. My house was actually in Horn Lake, the state of Mississippi, and he was here in Helena. And so when we discussed it, and he said to me, he was born in Helena, and he wanted to die in Helena. and so
Wow.
And so I was like, really? I was like, so do you think it even a small possibility that, after so many years, we can maybe look around and maybe move somewhere else? And he said, it's a possibility, but, so that's how I started here. My job was mobile, so I was able to transfer to Helena and be here with him. And after that 5 or 6 years was up, I was like, okay, babe, can we talk about it? He said, you can talk about it.
He said, you can talk all you want.
So at one point I had to realize that, okay, I I,
He
I
was
don't I don't
serious.
see where I'm getting nowhere here. So I need to do something. So yeah, I'm still working on them though. That's one reason why I didn't purchase
Keep
that
working it.
building.
Keep working it. Keep working
Yeah.
it. So it has the restaurant and everything that goes into that, because I see him out here cooking. I turn the volume off on the videos, but you see that he's out there barbecuing and doing his thing. He's out there barbecuing and all that smoke is and y'all smoke this stuff all night sometimes. And I see
Yes.
that he'll lift the grill the next morning and he'll be
Right.
like 6 a.m. in the morning and this is what I love to do. And I'm just like, y'all been grilling all night. That's wild. And so
Well,
but he loves it. So does that make it easier, the fact that he loves smoking the meat?
very yes.
It's like they're his trophies or something.
Right. And and if you come to the restaurant, he will look at you and he wants to see your expression when you eat his brisket.
Mm,
When
mm,
you
mm.
bite into the brisket, that is his passion.
Yes.
And he wants to know, how is it?
He
Did
want to
you
see your
enjoy
face
it?
because
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
needs his he needs to be able to beat his chest when you say
Yes,
stuff. And
yes,
he
yes. So
knows it's
it
good, but he
yes, yes, yes. So that's his pay right there. He just
yeah.
he loves it. Yeah.
I can tell. I can hear the pride in his voice in the videos.
Oh yeah.
So what's your hope for because I haven't really talked much about Helena and the legacy of Helena, and there are still challenges in Helena, and I won't go into all of it, but there are still challenges in Phillips County, not just Helena, because the Delta of Arkansas is it's got a long history going back to
Right.
time. And what is your hope for Helena? Let's start there. And Delta Q and Brew.
Now you said that you you avoided all this time. Now you want to talk to me about Mott?
Well,
uh
you if you want me to be specific when it comes to Helena, because and there are a few challenges,
there are.
but but like you said, it's a lovely place. And it has so much potential, especially on Cherry Street. There's so much culture and history there. So what's your you got to have some kind of hope for a place like that. It's sitting right there on the Mississippi River. A
Right.
river boat, somebody could open up a river boat or something and take people on cruises. Here in LA and
Right.
California, you can go take a party boat or a brunch. People have brunches and they do boat rides around a marina, and then for 2 hours, and the boat will circle around and then bring them back. Like,
Right.
do y'all do you have hopes that possibly at some point there will be more business people who have more visions the way you have a vision?
Right.
And then Delta Dirt up the road from you is a block away, and you
Right.
know do you have hope that more people will come into the community and join you guys, because what you're doing is brave.
Right. Well, definitely there's always hope. Yes, yes, we do have hope. And I think there are some things in the making, so hopefully those things will come to pass. Uh but yeah, there's hope. The population is declining.
Mhm.
Uh so it's really that's a big challenge, a huge challenge.
Mhm.
Uh and that's not something that that's not something that I'm tackling right now. That's not something that
Yeah.
that is a huge challenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there are some things that's in the making. That's what I was told. So hopefully we get there, but it's a slow process. you know
Right.
right.
So what's your hope for your restaurant in particular, Delta Q and Brew? What's where do you want it to go? Where do you see yourself in another 10 years? You there? Do we
10
have a bad
years? Oh
Oh,
my.
okay, I got you back. Okay.
We just in Yeah, we did have a bad connection. Yeah.
Okay.
But like I told you before, we just gonna do this one day at a time. Yeah. I'm not even looking that far in the next 10 years as far
I
as the
that.
barbecue restaurant. But we're enjoying the moment. Enjoying the moment. Yeah.
I respect that. I really appreciate you for talking to me. Now, for coming on and sharing hold on a moment. So you all have events sometimes and you said you do some catering.
Right,
Now,
right.
so if people are looking for Delta Q and Brew on Instagram, it's going to be Steve-O's Grill, right?
Yes. Right.
On Inst- and then on TikTok it's Delta Q and Brew.
Right.
Okay.
And then our website is Delta Cure and Brew.
Okay.
So you
So
got the website, you got, but if you put in Delta Q and Brew, you'll get it all. You get
yeah,
all the, yeah, yeah, you get
mhm.
everything.
I did get it all when I did look you all up. I love how you pop up on the Google map as one of the main sites in when I'm doing research in Helena. And I love seeing Delta Q and Brew pop up and Delta Dirt Distillery. I'm interviewing them later this week. They pop up. So that makes my heart just so full that y'all are down there representing and doing your thing.
Thank you. I
What
appreciate that.
Thank you for what you're doing. So what am I looking at this taco bar? Is this something that you have all the time?
Yes, well, it's actually something that we're just starting, and it will start actually tomorrow. So tomorrow evening, 6 p.m., we will be in the house downtown Delta Q and Brew, and we'll be doing a taco bar. So basically, it's something DJ Casey, he will be out spinning the records, and it's just something that after work set, come and relax and wind down, have a margarita, eat a couple tacos, drink some wine. $1 wine, ladies. $1 wine. So
So
yes, tomorrow from 6 until.
is this the only event that you have, or like the only special night that you have? Are there other specials that you all have on different nights, or is the tacos on Wednesday the it for right now?
Right, right, right. The tacos on Wednesday is it for right now. That's what we're trying to do. Like I say, we don't want to wear them out. If basically if they can just give us that once a week, type of thing, and just come hang out with us, have a good time, and go home. Yeah,
Hmm.
Wednesday night.
uh, right, right. And you cater also, and they can just contact look you all up on Google you all for Delta Q and Brew to set up catering. Now, how far will you go out to cater an event?
How far will your money reach? You like that, don't you?
You know what? I love me some business women, honey. I love me some savvy business women. Don't tell me. Oh my God. I love
uh,
it. She said, how far will your money reach?
I will come to you.
This has been
Bruh.
so much fun. Talking to you has been
Yeah.
so much fun. Because this is really important. So the my last closing question is, um, what advice do you have to give younger people who live in that area? Who, because you said yourself that the population is declining,
Hmm.
and I imagine that that some younger people are leaving rural spaces and they're heading out to other places for opportunities. Do you have advice for people who'd like to own something or own a business or strike out and give it a shot in that area, but they're feeling like there's no opportunity here, I may as well try and do it somewhere else? Do you have inspiration or encouragement?
Encouragement, yes. You can do it anywhere. You just have to. get out there and be willing to roll up your sleeves and get it done. Get with the right people, know your resources, but there's some opportunities here, and there are some people that can actually help you get on the right road, and help you to get started and things of that nature, because this is a historical town. So
Mm-hmm.
there are funds and resources for people that want to do things here and want to start their own businesses and things like that.
Yeah.
And as you know, because of the area, it's cheaper here as well. So you won't have to invest a lot of money to get started. And maybe it's just like it can be like a little stepping stone for you. You can get started here, and who knows how far you can go. So
Right.
you can always get started here, get your start here, get blown up here, and then you can move far. You can always expand. Uh,
Right.
so yeah, you can. And like I said, my name is Rebecca Johnson, and you can find me on my website. My number 870-995-5150. You can contact me. I can definitely give you some people and some connections here, to help you out. And if you want to come, if you're in Helena and you feel like that you want to do something of this nature, come talk to me. Come see me. Hey, I even might have a job for you. Come holler at me. Yeah.
We
Yeah, I
like.
can get you started, because that's basically what it's all about as far as trying to show someone else or help someone else. You don't want to be alone. Like I'm the only woman doing this. I'm the only person. You don't want that. You want to show other people, especially if young people are inspired and want to do something. You definitely want to open up those doors. And my doors are always open. So, hey, if you want to come out and talk to me, and I talk to my husband all the time. I was like, baby, don't you want to do a class? Don't you want to show people something and how
Yes.
to, yeah.
Right.
So
Oh,
yeah.
that reminds me. Thank you. Because why are you all not doing more with the Instagram, TikTok, YouTube?
We
Because
own.
you you know what,
we
Rebecca,
we
Rebecca,
don't
stop
we
it.
don't we
Stop it. There should be, y'all ought to be lighting YouTube up with the food, with the plates, with the. I need to be you seeing stuff every day. I'm gonna be coming down there in a few weeks, and when I do, now that I know
you
you
gonna be
better.
my you gonna be my you gonna be my PA. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you could come on down.
I'm gonna be your PR manager.
Yeah.
Can't talk unless you come through me.
Yeah.
Food is so good, and you could get on and teach it and teach a class and grow a YouTube channel and a following and have people coming down there to see what that 24-hour smoked brisket do.
Right.
Okay.
It's a lot that can be done. It's a lot, and just like you said, it all can be done. It's just the aspirate. You have to have that drive.
It,
You have to want.
yeah.
Yes,
Woo,
yes,
yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
yes, yeah. This
And
the
so,
so
like I said, if I had somebody like you, whew, no telling
right.
where we can go.
Work everything, working every
Yeah,
channel, shooting this video, making this
right,
TikTok,
right.
writing articles, taking these notes,
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a job for everybody. Everybody have different roles, and so I'm in the kitchen all the time, and that's another thing. To all the people that come to see me and see my husband or whatever, I'm in the kitchen all the time, so I really can't come out and kick it
Yeah.
with you like that because I'm
Oh,
cooking.
yeah, yeah. Trying to
I'm
make sure it
cooking.
tastes
I can say
yeah.
hi, but I can't. I got
Yeah.
to get these orders out there. I got to pay these bills.
Right. When I was there, I saw that. I was just like, okay,
Yeah,
you could come and talk to me for 3 minutes, and then you had to get right back behind the bar. I was like, okay,
exactly. Yeah,
make your money,
yeah.
your
'Cause
money.
I
I
don't need people walking out.
right.
Don't need that. And
Thank
you
you
know
so
they're gonna write their review on you if you take
right.
the
They
photo.
and then the first Yelp is gonna be the first place they go.
Yeah.
Like they got the
Don't go
Yelp on
there.
their phone, right? They are master
Took me
Yelpers.
23 minutes to get a sandwich. Nah.
Right, right.
So I
Wow.
have to be in that kitchen.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. But you're
ma'am.
phenomenal. It's worth the wait. It tastes
Yeah.
good. You're phenomenal. The food is phenomenal. The whole thing is phenomenal. And I'm wishing every success because you so deserve to just explode. And I need to see Delta Q and Brew restaurants blowing up all over the Delta, all over the Delta,
Wow.
all
I
through our
appreciate that.
everything, and just money coming out of your ears. So that's what I'm wishing on you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for coming and talking to me. I am going to end the live. I will be back this coming Friday with Harvey Williams from Delta Q and Brew, from Delta Dirt. I'm getting my Delta restaurants mixed up.
Delta, Delta, Delta.
Right? Can I help you? Help you? Help you? Oh, I'm telling my age now. You take care.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye for now.
Bye. In